Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. Remember those leaks a couple of weeks ago about Neymar coming to the Foot birthday promo? Well, it doesn't appear that EA have all of a sudden gotten the rights for him and Brazilian League players in FC 26, but what dropped in Evolutions yesterday seems to be a tease for something coming tomorrow potentially related to Neymar. We're going to talk about this Evo that tells us about another Evo that might be our big Friday content for Foot Birthday Team number 2. Plus, speaking of Foot Birthday Team number 2, we have official stats of all the cards coming into packs and official stats for a Foot Birthday Build Your Own SBC player that looks pretty solid. Now, of course, we can't get too far ahead of ourselves. We're going to talk about today on Thursday with a brand new season pass, including 3 Playstyle Plus players and 3 Playstyle Plus Evos, along with the whole evolution chain. Make your idol. Let's talk about it, guys. If you're excited for this one, drop a thumbs up on the video, hype the video, and subscribe if you are new. Now, let's begin by looking over yesterday's content on Wednesday, where we'll start with an upgrade that was earned. PSG winning in the Champions League, of course, means a +2 overall to the Fabian Ruiz Showdown card. If you did this SBC, you're loving life. Hopefully, this gets upgraded today, by the way. They upgraded Araujo and Alanga pretty quick after that game on Tuesday. So hopefully Fabian Ruiz gets upgraded pretty quick after his game yesterday as well. But that card is going to look exactly like that. 91 rated with +2 stats across the board. Very, very good card. But I'm kind of glad that I skipped it after the player SBC that we had yesterday. I think that was a better use of my fodder personally. Now, we got to talk about yesterday's team of the week as well, which there's really not a whole lot in here except for a really good Evo investment. Guys, you're going to have to buy at least one of these to put on your transfer list at some point this weekend because we've got a Tchouaméni special card that's 87 rated. And look at the price of the 86 Tchouaméni and what has happened to his card over time of being out of packs for Evos. Not saying that this card's going to go to 1,000,000 coins, but all I'm saying is if this is like 50K or less this weekend, buy one, put it on your transfer list, wait a couple weeks, and it'll probably double in price or hopefully double in price with Evos helping out his price rise there. Other cards in here that could be good for Evos like Joao Pedro, Simacan, stuff like that. We'll be looking to invest this weekend as well. I'll be looking to buy or pack that Balogun right there for a USA Evo. Overall, it's not a crazy team of the week, but to be fair right now, we're in that stage of the year where team of the weeks really aren't that crazy except for Evos. Now, let's go to SBC content where we had the biggest W of content yesterday, but it's not this campaign player pick. This is nice, though. They added future stars to it, but I guess nice is a relative term because I just don't feel like these are still worth it. If you want to chance it for a future star, for a team of the year honorable mention, winter wildcards, or time warp that you really want to pack first owner, sure, go ahead and get this one done. It is repeatable every 2 days per normal, but I keep finding myself not wanting to do campaign mixed player picks just because it doesn't feel worth the fodder. Even at only 73,000 coins, taking it to a 1 of 3, adding in future stars isn't enough to make me interested in it. Now, the SBC that is interesting from yesterday has already been completed, is already in my club, and I've already played 14 games with him. It is Bernardo Silva Foot Birthday. Guys, it finally happened. EA dropped a Foot Birthday SBC that we can actually upgrade ourselves, and they knocked this out of the park. The price is only 178,000 coins. It's 93% upvoted. That's a crazy high upvote percentage. And his card itself is crazy. Now, one thing I don't want to skip over before we go look at the card and talk about this whole build your Foot Birthday with the playstyles and stuff, which is super hype with this SBC. Make sure you notice there's a tradable 100K pack inside of this SBC as well. That is outrageous. Like, they don't even give us tradable 100K packs in icon SBCs. They're 1,000,000 coins plus. Wara pack from EA Sports, Wara SBC. That's just another, that's the cherry on top of this SBC that makes it so good. Now, let me go show you the card and we'll talk about why this is such a big deal. It's all about the customization. It's basically like you just did an SBC for a player with great stats that you can put the playstyles on for how you want to play. I wanted to go for more box-to-box Bernardo Silva, even though he doesn't have the highest defending or physical stats. He's got great passing, dribbling, pace, and very solid shooting. I already have so many center attacking mids. I got this Bobby Charlton. I've got my Lionel Messi SBC card. So many cams, right? I didn't need another one. I was going to use this guy mostly as a box-to-box, so that's why I built him like this. Maybe a bit more of a unique build for Bernardo Silva, but that's the beauty of this SBC. I went with Finesse, Tiki-Taka, Pinged, Inventive, Anticipate, Bruiser, Tech, and Quickstep with the Intercept and Incisive Plus. I'd love to hear from you guys down below in the comments who you put or what playstyles you put onto this Bernardo Silva. A lot of people are saying, Nate, you should have done Rapid, you should have done Press Proven, you should have done Relentless. And I will say, if you're still thinking about what playstyles to put on your card, he has 94 stamina, but if you use him like I do on a box-to-box roll or a roll that's going to use up a good bit of stamina, he gets tired still without the Relentless playstyle by the 75th to 80th minute. So I will say that's maybe one playstyle I wish I would have put on his card, but dudes, he is so fun. His dribbling is top 5, I would say, that I've used in the game this year. He's just so quick. He's so fast with the left stick. And he's just a beast. Even with Bruiser and low stats, like he's muscling people off of the ball. He's making great tackles with Anticipate, and his passing is out of this world. So we can glaze this card all day long, but this is the fun with it. You go to Footbin, you build this out, you see what others are doing, and you put the card into your club and use him for however long you need to, because it doesn't feel like it costs that much, and you get the fun of creating your own player there. Now, if you wondered if this card was making prices move on the market, well, you wondered correctly. Iniesta, right? This guy was 1.5 million coins last week. I know, Tiki and Incisive, right, nerfed a little bit, and that's part of the reason that he's dropping. But yesterday alone, he went from 1 million coins down to 800K, which is where he's at right now, because people are putting Bernardo Silva in their teams instead of this card. Crazy stuff right there. Love the SBC. I do think some of the Man City players, like I think I saw Rodri go up a little bit in price because people are actually buying some Man City players to link to Bernardo Silva. I don't think that was happening like a lot, but huge W SBC, GG's EA. There's more Foot Birthday SBCs to come though. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. Let's go to the Evo though. This is kind of the main point of conversation from yesterday's content that was a bit of a surprise in terms of something unexpected. We've not really seen EA do this before. Release an evolution that sets up an Evo coming on Friday. Winger Transformation was the Evo that was dropped yesterday, and it's the description that has us thinking. Transform your player into a left winger and get set to play Bonito with incredible skills on March 13th, aka tomorrow. Well, Bonito, what do you think of Joga Bonito? Then you look at the overall, max 89. You see the pace, max 93. Must not be left wing. What this Evo is doing is it's turning a player into a left wing player, giving the left wing position, and basically telling you you're going to be able to use this card in an Evo upcoming March 13th. Like, that's kind of what this is saying. I'm actually going to put Bobby Charlton into this because he has no other positions than left wing. I don't plan to use him at left wing. And if you're thinking about, Nate, I don't really use the position of left wing in my starting formation, I don't either. It's all about having the position on the card, though, to fit whatever left wing Evo is allegedly going to be coming this weekend. But that's the thing. This is kind of teasing like Neymar, 93 pace. Like, that's how much pace Neymar had on so many of its cards back in the day. 89 rated. That's where a lot of Neymar's ratings were, like 89, 90, 91, right in that world. Bonito, Joga Bonito, Brazilians, like, sure, they could be talking about Ronaldinho as well, but like, is this kind of a Neymar-inspired Evo? Is this also a reason why Foot Sheriff has been tweeting about Neymar a little bit more recently? I think this is not only his sole tweet about Neymar. He just randomly tweeted yesterday after content, "We miss you." Is Neymar coming to this game, or is it just a Neymar-inspired Evo? Because there is some truth behind EA going after the Liga Brazil rights. Like, that is happening. That is stuff that is true, but I just don't know if it's going to play out and pan out so that we have the Brazilian League players in this game. Now, I think we would have had some more leaks. I think we would have known a bit more about it. So, barring anything super crazy, I'm not expecting Neymar to be in the game this weekend like some of those original Foot Birthday leaks were saying, but maybe it's just a Neymar-inspired type of Evo that we're going to see instead. Now, just look at this evolution, and maybe if you're not sure who to put into it, just save it for this upcoming weekend, because you got 9 days to put a card into it. This is still something you could wait to put a card into once you see the final Evo and then go from there. I would have to imagine that whatever this March 13th Friday Evo is tomorrow, it's going to be max 89. It's probably going to be leaked today or early tomorrow, so I would watch out for that bit of news there. Now, let's talk about what is happening today. And by the time this video comes out, you might already be seeing the new season pass for yourself. So I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time on this, but there is some big news with this new season pass. There are 3 play style players that are going to be into it. This is Rivaldo, Trickster, Finesse, and Rapid. You could say, well, Nate, that's more so like 2.5 play style pluses. And I would 100% agree with you. But the more exciting thing about this is the fact that we're getting 3 play style plus Evos that are max 89 and max 90. So by the end of this season pass, which should take us right up to or close to team of the season. Think about that for a hot second. We're in the middle of March right now. This season pass should take us towards the middle to end of April, and that is prime TOTS time. That's pretty crazy. That means we are moving towards 3 playstyle pluses. I know it's not like super quick, but that is on the horizon. And, you know, I get a little worried about team of the years when it comes down to this stuff, just because people are going to see 3 playstyle pluses and they're going to be like, that's what has made team of the years the most elite and crazy expensive and made them rise in price for the last couple of months on the market. This is going to be the continuation of the downturn of those cards, of their prices, because more 3 playstyle players are going to become more readily available. Now, these are the main players that are coming in this new season. We got, you know, the silver icons of Dino, R9, and a hero of Lucio. Those are going to be really interesting to see how many games it takes to get that one going. Oliver Kahn, Rivaldo, Landon Donovan, some of the main cards. Hyunmin Son, Casemiro, Nakamura, Ederson, Kubo, and Kim Min-jae are allegedly a part of this pass as well. This was from a couple of weeks back that it was leaked. Again, I'm recording this before the season pass comes out, so just kind of check those out today. Again, I don't know how many games or what sort of crazy objectives we're going to have to complete to get the R9 and the Dino done, but I'm also hoping that this season pass is more than just 30 levels. I liked getting more rewards than just 30 levels of rewards, even though the season this last time was, I think, the same length as a normal season. So hopefully it's a 40 reward season this time, or a 40 level season, just for the extra rewards and packs that we could get. But this is the last thing that we have to discuss, the Make Your Idol Evo. There's a bit more news posted about it yesterday, and I'm sure that it's going to be out in game here pretty quick. There's a selection of 12 players that you can put in the Evo, but it's just like Future Stars. You could put your own player inside of the requirements that they have into this Evo as well. And as you complete evolutions through the season pass, you get to boost up your card, choose your playstyle pluses, and then your card is set to go. There was actually a new card design added to the code. It was a World Tour Evo card design. So it seems like that's going to be what type of card we're going to be building, a World Tour player through this Make Your Idol Evo that's going to be in this season pass. So we're going to be watching out for that, of course, in a couple of hours when it does drop. Now, to not spend too much time on that, let's move into the market for just a quick second. We're going to talk about Foot Birthday Team 2 leaks that we know, we have the official stats for the players that are going to be coming out during Foot Birthday. But I first want to talk about the market a little bit, specifically with Foot Birthday Team number 1. Guys, these prices are starting to drop for a couple of reasons, in my opinion. Alan St. Maximin's below 500,000 coins. You've got Luis Diaz, who's down below 470,000 coins himself. I think one of the reasons ASM and Luis Diaz are dropping is the hype for that left wing Evo that we were just talking about that's allegedly coming on Friday. Who wants to have a left mid or left wing right now when there's a potential Evo, maybe inspired by Neymar, releasing this weekend? But what I'm starting to see is these cards are still getting supplied a little bit through the store packs through the last couple of days, and people just don't seem to want to buy them as much. The coins on the market are, of course, dropping as people are buying these cards and still turning them into Evos, making them untradeable. Market is losing value. But you've got a whole team of leaked players that are coming out tomorrow where people are going to want to do the same thing again. Remember the market crash that happened last week? Like, I can use this example of Iniesta again. The market crash that happened last week was crazy. Remember, cards dropped off 20, 30, 40, 50%, some of them in price. Remember that Rashford card went from over 1 million coins to 500K, and prices really didn't rebound a whole lot since then. Like right now, Iniesta's 800K when he was 1.4 and was 1 mil even on that drop. He's lower than he was on that huge drop. I say all that to say, I think the market's overall going to drop lower this weekend. So if you are looking to buy a player from Foot Birthday team number 1 for your team, I would just use caution right now. I would rather be a little bit late and see some of these cards go up in price and maybe feel like you're buying at a too high of a price for an investment long term than to buy too early and then get cooked. I still believe that these cards can be good investments, and I'm definitely looking at some of the cheaper ones from this team. Like I want a club stock. Where's Perisic? I want to buy a Perisic right now so I don't forget to pick up his card. He's 14,000 coins according to Footbin at the moment. I don't care to try to get him at 11,000 coins, like the absolute cheapest price. Just give me one for 14K. I'm going to put that in my club and I'm going to forget about it because that's a card I think people will still want to Evo in the next couple of weeks. Do that same exact thing with some of the lower rated players in this team. Up to like 30 or 40K. That's as high as I'd go in terms of a price to not risk too much. But there's going to be Evo potential for these cards long term because the Evos are still there. I still think their prices could drop a little more this weekend, though, with all that is happening on this game. Now, really quick shout for the rest of the market. Fodder. Fodder's a good sell today after Rivals Rewards, right? 6K for 88s, that's up. 87s are 4.5, that's not bad. 85s, 86s are up as well. 89s and 90s might drop a little more on the weekend. We'll have to see. But for that low to middle tier fodder, that's where we wanted to invest. And I think it is a decent time to sell before, once again, we have more packs open and more supply hit the market on Friday. And if those guaranteed Foot Birthday packs are going to be in the store again, the tradable ones, that's what cooked the market, especially for fodder last week on Friday. If those are going to come back again, then fodder is going to drop again. And by guaranteed Foot Birthday pack, I mean the Foot Birthday guaranteed tradable that you could open 10 of last Friday. If you want to trade on the market today, guys, I know I'm out there too. Like I got to pay 500K for the season pass. How am I going to get the coins for this? Go for the out of packs flips. Find a card like maybe this Lauren James. Like she's really rare. She was 520,000 coins. Now the next cheapest one is 580K, unless I missed one as I was scrolling through this. Yeah, that's the next cheapest ones. So you could absolutely still make fluctuations on the market with some of these cards. Just look at out of packs promo players from previous promos last couple of weeks. 2 Playstyle Plus players would be the place to look as well. And just cards that you know people are excited to use and that people are using on this game a good bid. That is where I would be trading. Get on open bids, get on snipes, and just trust the Footbin graphs, to be completely honest, because player prices are moving still, even though the market is kind of dropping right now as a whole. Now, let's talk about Foot Birthday Team 2. We teased it, then we went away from it. Let's look into it. Foot Birthday Team 2 official cards. Let's zoom in really quickly here. Pogba looks crazy. So does Claudia Pina. That card is going to be a problem. They gave Claudia Pina 90 pace, 92 shooting, and 91 dribble. You know, the rapid and finesse on that card, of course, with the 5-star, 5-star. Just the ability to put your own playstyle pluses on Pina, the card of FC26, is going to be crazy. That's another reason why I think prices, as we said yesterday, are going to drop on the market. Pogba looks crazy, though. Dybala looks pretty good. Heaps looks pretty good. Karchawi. Brahim Blackstenius looks solid. Balde, 97 pace. Ait Nuri looks good. Rudiger looks really good. Crazy stats there for him. You got Hemp, you got Crazy Man, you got Kudus. Anthony looks like straight up fun. 91 pace and then 90 shooting, passing, and dribbling. I mean, put like technical and like finesse or technical quick step, technical rapid. I don't even know what you want to put on that card, but that'd be awesome. Soboslai is in there as well. You got Joe Bellingham down here with a solid card. Lacazette links to the French Messi, who's in packs right now. Yilmaz reminds me of Adama, 95 physical and 97 pace. If he can be lengthy, remember that lengthy combined with quick step and rapid was really overpowered with that Lauren James card that we just looked at. I don't know if he's able to be lengthy, but if he is, that would be something to keep an eye on with him. This is not the full team, though. We're still missing some names. Just wanted to mention that, but those are the cards coming in packs tomorrow. Maybe an even bigger leak, though, is our Friday SBC. Bukayo Saka. He was originally leaked as a flashback. Foot Sheriff tweeted him as a flashback, and then 10 minutes later tweeted him out as a FUT birthday. But if he's truly a FUT birthday, then we are going to be able, just like we did with Bernardo Silva, to make our own Bukayo Saka. Now, I would kind of hope for the usability of this card. He has more positions than just right mid and right wing, maybe a center attacking mid, maybe a center mid. Not sure if they do that, but that would be kind of fun just for a usability's sake. 91 shooting, pace, and dribble with 88 passing. Again, throw finesse on this, throw rapid on this. A lot of people thought that this was actually going to be a flashback to his FC24 FUT birthday card, which was a decent card for sure. It had like 95 dribbling and 93 pace, but it's a FUT birthday, allegedly. Gonna have to be more expensive than Bernardo Silva. If I had to guess, I mean, yeah, his other card that was on the market was still hundreds of thousands of coins just a couple of days ago. He's 350K now. He was 800K before the big market crash, which is crazy for a Tech Plus card with only one playstyle plus. However, you know, it's Bukayo Saka. Arsenal are where they are right now. He's one of the star boys of the team. I think that's going to be an SBC that's at least 500K. I mean, sure, you take a look at the market and you see the prices of these FUT birthday cards a little bit lower without playstyles. Like, let's be honest. Would some of these cards be more in the market if they had playstyle pluses and playstyles? I think they would be. Maybe that helps the price of this, and maybe the price of Bernardo is a good representation. Maybe this is only going to be like 400K. I could see it, though, being somewhere between 500 and 750. That would just be my guess. Now, I have to say, guys, watch out for more leaks for what could be coming tomorrow on Friday and through the rest of the weekend. You know, ASY FUT Traders kind of teasing a French, Japanese, South Korean, and Dutch set of player SBCs here, so just kind of keep an eye out for that. And of course, as we already mentioned, but just to double down on it, keep your eyes peeled for whatever Evo leaks we could be getting related to that big Max 89 Evo. Remember, last Friday we had two evolutions, that center back Evo that was good, and the paid 125,000 coin striker Evo as well. Now, last thing to discuss for today is other content coming today on a Thursday. Of course, the season pass is the biggest thing probably for the content today, and of course it's dropping early, but I do believe we are getting ourselves a player of the month SBC today, and that would be for potentially the best striker in the world right now, Harry Kane. I don't know if those are official stats or not. Low driven and power shot would be a very interesting combination, and I'd actually be there for that. I'd be very interested for that. But this is his third player of the month of the year, I think. Deserved 100% in my opinion, but he has won the award, and his SBC should be coming out today because I believe the other Bundesliga player of the month, Olise, is expiring. If it is Olise, I actually don't remember who it's going to be. But Thursdays are usually pretty quiet. Of course, daily Evos. Maybe we get some sort of chain Evo today. I'm kind of waiting to see what chain Evos we get before I start some of my other evolutions that I'm still chasing after at this very moment. But that's going to be a part of the content today as well. Marquee matchups, another daily Evo, and maybe just a day to get started on this new seasonal objective grind. Maybe there's a couple new game modes that are out today. We had a Season 5 gauntlet. Maybe we'll have a Season 6 gauntlet with some rewards to chase. Right now, though, we're just going to open up our Max 89 FUT birthday pack here. That is Mulhouse, so not the best of packs. But, guys, my pack luck, got to end the video with this. This is not a flex. I'm just saying, like, all it takes is one. We say that during Team of the Year when we're opening all these packs, but it's so true. We've packed Quaresma, tradable, and Alan St. Maximin the last 2 days. Packed Alan St. Maximin from a 81+ player pick. And my goodness, this is like the fastest 92 pace card I think I've ever used. Press proven is very good. Low driven, the finesses. He is just a sick card with the left stick dribbling. I'm still getting used to using him a bit. I wish he had maybe a central position on him as well. Like, yeah, like a center attacking mid, or maybe even a striker. I'd love to use him up there. But him with the Quaresma is actually really, really solid. Game changer low drivens. Combining those two, his low drivens are almost unstoppable with that. His dribbling is super, super sick as well. So that's the team right there. I'm going to maybe try to get a couple more Rivals points before rewards do drop here. But we will probably be playing some games tomorrow and be looking at the new competitions that are going to be involved here with the brand new season on this game today. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop a thumbs up on it. Comment down below if you have any questions. And of course, subscribe if you are new. And I will see you guys in the stream today on Thursday. See you there. It's been NEYMAR Accountant. Peace.